Hello, I want to talk about lowering your expectations so that you can feel happier in life. And there is a quote, I can only remember the two last sentences of the quote, but they were, expect nothing from no one and be willing to work for everything. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is because sometimes when you're trying to be successful or you're trying to change or you're trying to grow a business, we often expect too much from other people and then we're left disappointed. But if we went into a scenario with no expectations whatsoever, if you're disappointed, then you're like, oh well, I wasn't expecting much from that anyway. But if you were pleasantly surprised, you'd come out of it with, I'm really, really surprised. And it's the same with like personal relationships as well. I have said it in one of my previous videos. For example, if you're expecting a friend to get you a gift and then they don't get you a gift, you could be pretty pissed off. It's happened to us all, I'm sure it is. You're thinking, I got her a gift but she didn't get me one. And then we're left disappointed. But if we had no expectations whatsoever, so you thought, I did get her a gift, but if she hasn't got me one, oh well. Then if they don't get you one, then you go, oh well, I knew she wasn't going to anyway. It's not going to affect my relationship with her. And if she does, you'd be pleasantly surprised. So that's just like a very dumbed down scenario of where this is really important. And I think like if you're trying to start a business, lowering your expectations of others is key, and you've got to be willing to work for everything. And personally, I have always had high expectations from other people. Not in terms of business, but in terms of my personal life. And a couple of things happened in my 20s and I've just come to the realization that I can't expect what I usually expect from people anymore. I need to literally lower my expectations in order for me to be happy, because they were so high, so high. And it was like getting the better of me. It was causing me to be agitated and upset. When some of my other friends might have not have been upset or agitated by that situation, but because I was getting so offended by everything, it was causing me a lot of stress. And I thought, I can't be like this anymore. So I kind of like just thought, okay, well, anything that does cause me distress, it can blah, blah, blah. It can go away and lower my expectations from here on out. And I think that's kind of like what I've done. I've lowered my expectations and I have come to realise that I need to work hard for everything. If you want something done in life, don't wait for your husband to do it. If you want a shelf up and you say, oh, I've been waiting for 25 years for Bob to put that shelf up, nah, you gotta do it yourself. Simple as that. If you truly want something, you gotta do it yourself. It's pretty that simple. If you wanna start a business, don't wait until your friend says she wants to start it with you, or don't wait until your partner finally wants to start it with you. Do it yourself. Work hard and do it yourself. If you want something done in life, you gotta do it yourself. I think that is like my mantra that I go by. If I want something done, I can't rely on other people because you'll be left disappointed. So something that's high up on your priority list that you're getting someone else to help you with, that might be very low down on their priority list. So they might not help you for a long time and you'll be waiting and waiting and waiting and getting agitated with that person. And yeah, expect nothing from no one. Doesn't mean that you can't get people to help you or that you can't have a partner that is helping you with things. That's fine. But if you expect nothing, then when you do have that help, you are pleasantly surprised and it leaves you in a much better mental state. And then you know that if that person wasn't there to help you anymore, you could do it yourself anyway, because that's key. Like when you're big in business and you need to delegate, that is like a completely different story. Delegation versus like expecting people to do things for you. When you don't expect anything from anybody else, you are like fully in control of your life. You're in the driver's seat. Nothing can get in your way because you're expecting nothing from nobody. Nope, you're not waiting on anyone. You are the pilot of your own life, basically. You can do it. You can 100% do it because you're not expecting anyone else to let you down. It's just you. And it doesn't obviously mean that you can't accept help. Like, I'm on course at the moment, and I'm so grateful to be on it. But the best thing I can do is go in with no expectations, so that when I come out the other end, I can say, they helped me so much, like, oh my God. But if I'd gone into it with expectations through the roof, then I might come out disappointed. So you really got to change your mindset on how you go into things and whether you're going to be raising the expectations too high. Because when you're waiting for somebody else to do something for you, you're essentially playing like the victim card, because they're happy, they're fine, they're going about their life, and you're the one worrying and getting disappointed, and you're becoming the victim in that scenario. And let me just tell you this, nobody is going to care about your success more than you. So yeah, you've got family and friends who will care about your success a great deal, but literally nobody will care as much as you will. So being the pilot of your own life, success depends on you. You're the one who is going to care the most. Sometimes our expectations are too high. We start a business and we think it's going to be flourishing in the next few weeks, and that's not the case. You need to go into something with a passion. If you're going into something and you're passionate about it, your expectations won't be too high. They'll just be in line with what you believe. And things take a lot of time to grow, so lower your expectations on how long it might take, and you won't be left disappointed, and you won't be left feeling like you want to give up. There's that great quote from Will Smith, I don't know it word for word, but he basically says, you don't go into a project going, right, I'm gonna build some people might, but typically you don't go into a project and think, I'm gonna build the biggest, best, greatest, strongest wall in the world. You just need to focus on brick, laying that one brick perfectly, and then the next brick perfectly, and the next brick perfectly. Well, to be honest, not even perfectly. You just need to focus on laying the bricks. And I suppose if you mess up a brick along the way, lesson learned, do it again. That's kind of like, again, I keep saying it in all my videos, life is like a staircase, you need to take steps rather than, because I'm the worst for it, I am. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I literally go into things thinking like, I'm gonna be a millionaire by the end of the year, can't wait. And like, yeah, it's good to have dreams like that, but I've put this massive expectation on myself. And then I find myself feeling disappointed and frustrated when, yeah, by the way, I'm not a millionaire by the end of the year. So if I just gone into a project like, okay, this is my project, this is what I'm gonna do, brick, 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 step, step, step by step, rather than going, oh, I'm not a millionaire yet. You know what I mean? I've got that disappointment, and like I'm wasting so much energy on caring about being a millionaire instead of putting the focus into something productive. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you at all. Yeah, and if you could subscribe to my channel, I would much appreciate it, because I really would appreciate it, because it just lets me know that you guys are watching and you want to see more.